pretty catchy tune, huh?
I love it. It's so chill. Like I don't typically hear kind of music, but because I know what's coming now, it's the prelude, right? It's the
Yeah,
prelude to the show, and yeah, how's it going?
it's good. How are you doing?
Living the dream. I saw your video today.
Yeah.
Man, you accidentally swallowed my black pill.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it, like we can talk about it more. I think tomorrow's ammunition, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah, assuming I've got plans with some friends who come in from out of town. Went and played Crokinole tonight.
Oh,
You ever
you
played
did
Croak?
go. I thought.
Yeah, I played for a few hours and then I came back. They're only about 20 minutes away. They got an Airbnb here and they're from the United States. They live just over the border, and it's my buddy's birthday, so they've come up to do an escape room with us, and
Interesting.
he brought his Crokinole board. They're big into board games and stuff, right? So played some Crokinole. I haven't played since I was a kid. You ever play Crokinole?
I know the name. Everybody seems. Crokinole is to board games what Warhammer is to everything else. Everybody has heard of it.
Yeah,
Nobody knows what the fuck it is.
yeah, yeah. It's like a combination between marbles and shuffleboard.
Okay.
So you're basically you're trying to shoot wooden discs on a round board and get as close to the center as possible. Also, you have to knock out your opponent's pieces, and you score points based on that. So,
I
but it's
believe
fun. I'm way out of like I only ever played it when I was a little kid. Like I'm talking like 8, 9. And my buddy, he's a phenom at it. Basically,
it.
I got a few good hits in. I scored. I won one round, but
Good for you.
yeah, no, I had a good time. But I only hung around there for about 3 hours. So they Airbnb'd this place in Hamilton, about 20 minutes away from where I am. It's this mansion. It's this like 5 room mansion right on the lake. And
Five
I'm
rooms
like,
mansion. Pick
yeah,
one.
well, 5 room manor. How about that? It's a big fucking house. It's a McMansion. How
No,
about
I,
that?
I I know what you mean. Like my sister and brother-in-law, they have like a 4,000 square foot house in Forest Hill
Yeah, okay. So
with
this
a
is like that. This is probably 4 or 5 thousand square feet. Yeah.
with a pool and what seems like a small park next to the pool that they call
Yeah.
their backyard.
Well, now
Yeah,
this is one
like
where it was probably originally there was much smaller house, and then somebody tore that house down and built this big thing on a.
filling
It's
in the
not a
yard
very big
space.
lot, but it's right on the water, right? So yeah, but
Yeah,
it's nice, it's nice. So they're there for the weekend because it's his birthday, and yeah. So he asked me, hey, the wife, she's not feeling too well, so she's just gonna go to bed early. You want to come over and play some crokinole? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So hopefully she feels better for tomorrow
I
because
wish
we're
them the
doing an
best.
escape room and hanging out and playing some games. And I expect I'll be back in time to do ammunition. But if I'm not, I'll let you know.
And you know what? If we start late, do it anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, that's true. I could do that too. That's true.
This is not formal. This is not
No,
old media subject
it's
to
true.
time slots and such.
That's right. That's right. And now I do have a schedule on Twitch, but that's for this particular program tonight. I'm
Oh,
not scheduled on Twitch for ammunition. So go get it.
oh, okay.
Um, Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Late Night Gaming, where Irving Twin and myself, and actually, I was speaking to CMAC a little earlier. She may pop on and play with us.
Sure.
And then we've got a message here from Monsieur Balls. Get lost, he says. Welcome, Monsieur Balls, coming over from Twitch. I like your avatar. That's I want to say Snidely Whiplash. No, he's from Snidely Whiplash was Dudley Do Right's villain. This guy's from Wacky Racers. I can't remember what his name is. But anyway, you get lost. Costin is here. Good evening, Costin. Welcome. Got a few people watching. And are you gonna play tonight, or you're just gonna manage the chat?
I'm just gonna manage for a bit because full disclosure,
Yeah.
I thought you might not be around. You didn't get to me a while ago, so I got into
Started-
this room.
yeah. Hey man, that's fine. I indulged in some edibles. Oh, CMAC is at Atlas Park, so I better log in so she's not hanging around.
Wait. Before you log in and before you start sharing, I would
Uh-huh.
love to share something with you. You were talking about in your video how the West has fallen. I commented Hydra won on your.
Yeah,
That's one of your famous sayings.
it is.
And you had mentioned Jordan Peterson,
Yeah,
right? And how he's
he's been
being
sent to the
persecuted.
re-education camp.
Have you seen the Jordan Peterson rap?
No,
Like Ben Shapiro did a rap thing. That rap is bullshit. Do you want to see some real raps?
he did a rap with Tom McDonald. Yeah,
He
Shapiro
Ben
did. I mean,
Shapiro, yeah. Jordan Peterson, somebody just made a rap, and I think they AI'd it and gave the AI this. I'd love to share it if that's
yeah, absolutely, man.
okay.
So go ahead and find it, and
Oh, I've got it queued, my friend. I've got it queued.
okay, one sec here.
And it's beautiful. Listen close, everyone. Listen close. You ready?
Go for it.
You hear it?
Barely. No, actually, I can't hear it.
Fuck. Really? You're
No,
not
it's
getting
quiet.
volume?
It's really quiet. See if you can adjust the volume on your end.
I did the volume up to the max here. So
Try again.
everybody just turn your own volume up for a minute. Suffer our voices. Because this is totally worth listening to. You ready?
Go.
Okay. Oh, now it's hiccuping.
CMAX says send me the link to it. Not CMAX, Celtic Canuck. Celtic Canuck says send me the link to it. Yeah, it might be better if I share it, just because it's my stream. I don't know.
Oh,
There might
maybe.
be some latency problems.
Let me. Okay, let me stop sharing then.
Thanks for popping in, Celtic Canuck. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, send me the link and I'll.
Okay, it's going in via Messenger. Because it's hilarious. It's actually a AI Jordan Peterson / Donald Trump / Joe Biden rap, but the Joe Biden stuff is just bullshit. Like it's just making fun of Joe Biden being retarded. So, oh shit, that's a hate crime now in Canada.
Yes, it is.
I said retarded.
Using the R word. Yeah, it's a hate crime. That's okay. We don't follow those rules. We can say whatever the hell we want here. We can say N word, F slur, R slur, whatever you want. I don't care.
And fuggets.
Naggers and fuggets. I don't care anymore. Call them basketball Americans. I don't care. All right, so here we are. Is it view? Can you see it?
I see you. Yeah.
It's your boy, JP.
Hold on.
We have volume too, but your volume's probably mid. Max it.
It's your boy, JP. Turn my bloody headphones up. I'll tell you what. They're going to want to hear this. like bloody hell and rapping bloody well. Elliot Page is not a male, it's bloody pathetic. You must rescue your father from the belly of a well. It's important and not incommodious that sometimes we let our children fail. Justin Trudeau and Canadian government want to go and put me in jail. Axiomatic presupposition, hell to the butchers who cut up children. What we're witnessing is hell on earth. Women don't know their own worth. Listen here, buddy, I'm not your bucko. The real world is off the cutthroat. Most importantly, be like a lobster. Never be a soy beta cucko. These politicians are getting paid off. A fine line between order and chaos. Sometimes you must be offensive. Gen Z has imposter syndrome. Want to succeed? Clean your room. Take a shower, be well groomed. That's no joke. It's not a conundrum. Go and grab the bloody vacuum.
Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great. Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great.
Hey, turn my headphones up.
You're not wearing any headphones, Joe?
Well, I'm not wearing any headphones. What?
Bloody gosh.
Oh, you're right. These are my earmuffs. Hey, Jordan. I mean Gordon Peterson. I grew up with a guy named Gordon. Gordy. We used to call him Gordy. We would catch lobsters, and his dad in Maine. We would go up to Maine in summer, and his dad had a lobster boat. And then we would eat at the Red Lobster afterwards. And my Corvette, the red Corvette, I would call the Lobstermobile. Being Gordy and his dad in the Lobstermobile. Make sure you clean your room. Hunter's room's always clean.
Joe, that's bloody enough, Joe. All right, we understand. I think we get it, Joe. That's quite enough. Bloody gosh. All right, Trump, give us the hook again.
Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great. Clean your room or get rich enough
That's pretty much it.
maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great.
I mean, like, yeah, no,
Oh, hey,
the
good
author.
to see you there.
Is that the guy who
So,
created
guys,
it?
I really had a change of heart. I was really wrong over the last few years. Why Joe Biden is the greatest president of all time. I made this book, and I want to try to convince you guys too. So, as you can see on page 1, this is for sure, in my opinion.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing this guy.
Yeah,
That's pretty
but
good. That's pretty good.
right out the gate, bloody hell, I'm rapping bloody well. Elliot Page is not a male. Like,
That's hate speech. That's funny.
bloody pathetic. You must rescue your father from the belly of the whale.
It's true. It's true.
And this guy tagged Jordan Peterson in it,
Yeah,
and Jordan Peterson retweeted it.
good for him. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I mean, you look at Jordan Peterson and you listen to him speak, and he's very well spoken. You think this guy's like a stiff, right? But he's actually got a really good sense of humor, and he'll entertain a lot of shit. Monsieur Balls made one comment and didn't comment again, but I hope you can watch Monsieur Balls. CC, thanks for popping by. Hey, I hope you got your new PC. Maybe you can download City Heroes and you can hop in and play. But I'm gonna play with CMAC tonight, and I think she's got Super Gary, and Super Gary I think is level 21. So I think I'm gonna play one of my higher level guys. Let's see which one I'm gonna play.
How can
I
you
guess
be Monsieur and have an umlaut?
I have no idea. It's Twitch.
Monsieur Bales.
Monsieur Biz. I gotta share my whole screen, which is gonna be fun. Wow. Share audio. Ready for the live stream inception?
Again, for all the money you blow on fucking airsoft and traveling to what is it, Hackensack,
Ballahack in Virginia.
and 3D printers, just buy a goddamn monitor. Buy a second monitor.
Yeah, but then I have to put it down here on the dining room table. I think I'm going to play Canada Man because he's closest in level to Super Gary.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
I haven't started any real work on the Ontarian. He was half a joke when he came up. You asked me to come up with some thumbnails, some ideas for design for the Ontarian.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's Super Gary.
I don't want him to be a Canada Man ripoff. I want him to be like a comedian ripoff.
Yeah, he'll be more edgy.
But I mean, like the
It's-
Punisher. If the Punisher sucked,
There's Super Gary. I'm going to summon my
with the-
drone.
she put the Sigma on her chest.
Yep, that's the supergroup
Oh,
picture logo.
she's totally gay for Sigma Flight.
Oh yeah,
Maybe she's not a Fed. Or
maybe she's not a Fed.
Maybe we're turning her.
I'm just gonna say hey to C-Mac, and I think I've got a mission. Oh, she's got missions. Let's go to that one. Now, have I been exemplared up? You know, I'm gonna no. You know what? We'll do one of mine. Do one of mine.
Exemplar. What does that mean?
So, whoever is leading the team, the other characters who are on the team are either brought down to their level,
Oh.
or if they're higher level, you are sidekicked up. So I think I've exemplared her down to 15. Yeah, she's 15 right now. All right, so we're going to go
average between you?
No.
Oh.
So I'm going to go to my mission in Steel Canyon. I'm just going to message her. Going to Steel Canyon because she's not on voice chat.
And not watching the stream either?
She is, but that's 4 seconds behind, right? So
it's more like 14 seconds behind. Yeah.
Is it that far? Yeah.
It's a bit. Yeah. Some days are worse than others.
Yeah. How's our chat going there? What are we seeing? Where do I get this game? This Celtic Canuck. If you look up City of Heroes forums, you'll be able to download the client there. And once you download the client, you can install it. It doesn't require a lot of processing power or graphics power. It's like a 12, 14-year-old game or something. So
Geez, I think it's older originally. It's almost 20 years old. It predates DCUO, right? Like
it does, but I don't know exactly how old it was. I think it stopped running 12 years ago. You're right. And I think it was around for about 4 or 5 years, so it's probably 16 years old at the end of the day. All right, so mission, gather intelligence. Let me read this. Where am I supposed to gather this intelligence? Go meet Lady Jane and gather any knowledge she has regarding the Lost. So I've not seen Super Gary yet. I don't know if she followed me. But I'm going to head over to Lady Jane.
Homecoming or the other one? Homecoming.
Homecoming, yes. Yeah, you want to do City of Heroes Homecoming. They're the ones who've got the license from NCSoft. So this is a private server, but it's a completely legal private server. It has the blessings of the copyright holder, and they've given them basically a license to operate. So, all right, enough of this jumping around. I'm just going to run there.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's otherwise dead, so why fight and just let them have it?
Well, that's just it, right? That's just it.
Yeah.
Music's pretty good in this game too. I'm not gonna lie.
If you're into that techno crap, it's pretty good techno crap. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's good. It's good, like background music to like give you an indication of the mood and idea of the game. Because when you think about comic books, right? Comic books don't typically have music because, well, they're a static 2D art form. All right, C-Mac, where are you?
Super Gary. Gary.
So I'm doing the Midnighters storyline.
And what does that entail?
Well, the Midnighters are kind of like a magic themed superhero group. Figure the Defenders, right? So I'm on this sort of kick where I've got to investigate some crap because there's a faction called the Lost and there's a faction called the Rikti. And the Rikti basically mutated all these homeless people and they're called the Lost. And then there's this other faction.
Are some sort of alien invading.
They're an alien species, yeah. They invaded and killed a bunch of superheroes, and since then superheroes have flooded into Paragon City because it's kind of like ground zero for alien invasion now. Anyway, so there's another group called the Circle of Thorns, and they're all magic themed. They're like they worship dark gods and shit. And so basically, someone just came out this door. I'm gonna jump up here. So basically, what's happening is the Lost and the Rikti are working to try and suck all the power out of the magical elements that are here on Earth, so that they can basically gain control of it and be more powerful. No one can challenge them. Well, the Circle of Thorns aren't happy about that, so there's this conflict raging between the two factions. Apparently, it's taking a while to load, says C-Mac.
Oh.
That's all right. I'm not going in there without her because we're a team of two. It will be very hard. It will be very hard for me to do it on my own. Here she is. She's in Steel Canyon now. I don't know what travel power she took. It's weird calling a character Super Gary she. I think she's got leaping. Let's just marvel at the visage that is Canada Man. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good looking costume.
It really is. Yeah. It's there are no flaws with it.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know about perfect. That's not a thing. Perfect is unattainable, right? But I mean, can you look and say that's wrong? And no.
I just think it works. I think it works. It works very well for the type of character he is. He's a quasi Captain America, and with the black cowl and stuff, he's got like this Batman vibe going on too.
And yeah, like it flows. It just flows cleanly all through. And I myself, big fan of the Black Leaf, right?
Of the Black Leaf, yeah.
Yeah, like the country is dead, but the patriotism isn't. It's fucking beautiful. Like,
well,
now maybe I'm reading more into that than you put into it, but it resonates, right? That's all I'm saying.
Like, okay, so when you look at like heraldry and what's the study of flags? There's a name for it.
I know there's a word for it. I forget.
Anyway, black has a significant color. It can mean lots of different things, but one of them, I think, if I want to say, is strength or like resoluteness, like unwavering devotion to a cause or a faction or a country or whatever. I think so. Let me. You know what? While we're waiting for Super Gary to get here, let's look that up.
Well, I mean, I know this. about the German flag, which is a black stripe, a red stripe, and a yellow stripe. It's from darkness through blood into the light. That's
okay.
That's what it means. Yeah.
Interesting. So black has multiple connotations, so to speak.
Sure. Yeah. Colors mean a lot of things. Every tarot card means whatever you want it to mean.
Exactly. You know what? I think I'm going to turn off my auto fire from my punch and put it on this active.
Also, I've noticed this. Your bottom right there, you've got 3 trays and all your fucking
inspirations. Yeah.
Inspirations, like you got these huge stack. How did you get this stack on the bottom right corner? I don't have that when I play.
If you log back in, you'll have that.
I have not today.
Oh, you were in today?
No, I haven't logged in today, but
yeah, they did an update recently, and now it defaults to 3 stacks, to three power trays.
Oh, okay.
The fuck?
I guess I'll figure that out the next time I play, right?
Yeah. There's bones over here. What the? You know what? I'll be honest. I have not seen this map before. It kind of looks like the underground to Manticore's mansion. Oh, I guess it is. They've just changed it up a little bit. Oh, there's some Circle of Thorns. Madness Mage, Energy Mage. I think I'm gonna go for the Madness Mage because oh sure. You want to get hugs now, huh? Nice rain of fire there, Steve. Thanks for the help. There's a couple more over here.
Alright.
I'm gonna take on this energy mage here. I love that fire sword. That's awesome. Oh, there's a ghost here. Spectral follower. Oh, that ghost hits hard. Where are you going? Oh, she got him.
Do I get the open beta?
You should play on the main one. Open beta is where they test out new patches and stuff like that. So most people are playing on the main game. So I think it's called live server or homecoming or regular or something. That's where you want to play. Do I have to talk to this chick? No, just help her. Help Lady Jane find the chest. Okay, let's find the chest then. We came down that way. Or no, it's actually... Well, that's the exit. You want me to take her to the exit? Yeah, maybe I gotta take her to the exit. Come on, Lady Jane. This way. I mean, the yellow light is going, so... Oh no, there's more bad guys here. They're coming. It's an ambush!
Always an ambush. That's from Shooter.
Shooter?
You don't remember the movie Shooter? Mark Wahlberg?
I don't think I've seen it.
Pretty good. It's always a trap. The question is for who?
Do we take care of everything behind us here? Yep, cool. Well, I gotta tell you, Super Gary's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Let's take out these assholes.
Yeah, Super Gary's a beast. Glass cannon and a beast.
These little snots with legs, they drive me nuts. I just don't like the look of them, the Hordling hurlers. They freak me out. Lady Jane's dual pistols, nice. Nice, good job. Which way to the chest? That way. Oh, Super Gary's chosen our direction. Oh my god, look at all those ghosts. It's a lot of ghosts, man.
No, I'm scared. I'm not even playing. I'm scared of ghosts.
Shit, I'm gonna need a mother. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Told you I was scared. Should have taken that seriously, Craig.
What's that?
I told you I was scared. You should have taken that seriously.
Yeah, that's right. The other day, we were playing I'm Scared. I'm like, why are you scared, man? Throw a knife at the... I'll throw a knife at... Oh, there's more bad guys over here. Threw a knife at the ghost. Oh, she's doing the side shot with the pistol. Looks ridiculous. Okay, let's go this way, folks. Oh, wow, that was quick. Oh wow, did she just... Oh, Lady Jane's over here fighting these guys. Oh, what happened? Mission failed. We failed the mission. I guess she must have died. Crap. Oh well. I guess I better call Montague Castanel and say, hey, Lady Jane, yeah, she died.
You can't just go back in. You have to restart.
The story moves along either way.
Okay.
Even though Lady Jane was defeated and forced to teleport away, she managed to give you a sample of blood from Hero 1. Hero 1 was the first person to die fighting the Rikti. He was a British hero called Hero 1. She claims that blood comes from Hero. Sorry?
I was going to ask, is it maybe like a forced loss? You can't win this mission?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think she's an escort, right? So you have missions sometimes that are called escort missions where you're supposed to save somebody and escort them to the door. Well, in this case, they wanted us to escort her to a chest somewhere. And so as soon as the chest was within view, she ran towards it, and then she got overwhelmed and was killed. We didn't defend her enough.
That sounds like a forced loss.
Well, it could have been. There's also a data file regarding the research that Dawn Patrol was doing on the loss. This might be useful for our new friend Argot Burwat. Argot Burwat is a Rikti turncoat. It says, "Well done, Candyman." Not really well done. We let a hero die, but that's okay. Actually, she teleported away. They said.
See? Forced.
Lost and found.
Well done. Forced loss.
I sent that vial of blood we got from Lady Jane over to the Richte Argot Burwat. He said we would have a report. He would have a report about it pretty soon. I asked him to tell me what it was, but he said he would deal with you and you only. Interesting. I gotta agree to see Argot Burwat wherever hell he is. All right, C-Mac, let's go to find Argot Burwat. Oh, he's in Atlas Park. Okay, well, we gotta go to Atlas Park then. Turn on my movement powers. Where's the, Where's the, I'm going the wrong way. Where is the door to Atlas Park? Are you watching something?
I am playing something. Why?
What are you playing?
Warhammer.
Oh, cool, man. That's fine.
I was playing it when I jumped in.
Fine, you want to play Warhammer instead of City Heroes, with your friend, that's fine. You go ahead and you play Warhammer.
No, I'm too drunk to follow along that. I'm just drunk enough to engage in battle strategies.
Oh, good, man. I'm just messing with you.
There's fewer battle strategies in this game, in your game, than there is in mine. It's too mathematical at times.
Yeah,
and that's
I'm not.
Fine. That's the type of game it is, but
I'm not big on strategy games for that very reason. I'm not strategic at all. I tend to have a low threshold for I have a low tolerance for loss. I'm risk averse. So I don't do well with strategy games because I'm risk averse.
Oh yeah, like you've got to be able to say, okay, these guys I'm sending to their death so that I can win the battle at large, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm more of a was that why you were asking me which of these traits would I choose?
Yeah, okay. So
and I chose the respect of my where is Argot Burwat? There he is.
Whenever I play these games, like you raise an army, you hire a general, he builds a new force to go out and fight. With all the mods I'm using, I realized my sub-commanders, my captains, the warrior priests, the witch hunters,
yep,
they all fucking smoke the generals in terms of outright power.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing for a long time is I basically recreate people I know, like my pals, IRL and from the internet, into the game, right? Like,
so that's why you're asking me what would I choose? I'd want to be respected, and my peers or my soldiers, they would be
like, so the question
we have to do what General Craig says because he's such a cool dude.
When I get a new Empire captain who's going to be a sub-commander for this general, right? There are options. I get to choose one of 2 or 3. So I sent you their traits and said, which of these do you think, or which of these would you, what's the word? Aspire to be, basically, right? Do you want to be the guy who has great foresight in war? Do you want to be the guy who's an inspiration to his soldiers?
Yeah,
or do you want to be the guy who's absolutely fucking brutal in combat?
The second one.
You chose to be an inspiration to your soldiers, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I gave you. I have this thing with Warhammer, right? I'm a big fan of the Wolfart family, but also what I call the Hammer Clan. It's really easy to just tag Hammer onto people's names, right? So I'm Irving Twinhammer, and you're Craig Braghammer.
Oh, cool.
We're cousins, right?
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I made us paisan in the Reich.
Oh,
And
hi, Trinity.
yeah.
What are you doing? You monkey. Look at my dog. Yeah, she's scared of the computer. She won't pose for a picture. I'm sorry. I know that might hurt when I say, "Hey, look at my doggy."
No, it doesn't actually.
Okay.
I'm at a point now where I watch all the dog videos and I can't help but smile and laugh.
Of course, yeah. Dogs are the best people.
The more I learn about people and government, the more I miss my dog.
Yes. Hey, CC Celtic Canuck. I don't know if you've watched my video yet. I uploaded it earlier this afternoon, like 4 or 5 o'clock. If you have, feel free to put a comment on it. As you know, that helps. Pox is telling us we got to play Helldivers. I hear that. I see all
You
the
know
memes
what?
going.
Just from the memes I've seen,
You kind of want
I
to play it,
want
eh?
this game. Yeah, I very
Isn't
much
essentially Starship Troopers the video game?
yes, but it's Starship Troopers plus like a little bit more shit. What's the word? I don't know. Any of those you can solo it also. Like
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
Destiny, so fucking No Man's Sky,
Yeah.
you know, like you get a class, you go in there, you personalize your avatar, and it starts. You're fighting the aliens, the faceless alien threat, with all these horrific weapons, and you can do it solo or you can do it with a group. I think the groups can be 4, or you can be a group of 4 joining a group of as big as 256. It's basically MAG, but versus aliens with huge weapons.
I got a temporary power. Oh, it's
Do
cure for the lost.
Do you remember MAG?
Mag.
Yeah. MAG was the greatest first-person shooter ever made. And nobody liked it, and it died.
Okay.
The maps were enormous.
Yeah.
Your battles were 16 versus 16 on huge maps, 64 versus 64, up to 256 versus 256. And ranks mattered.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. I gotta let Puppy out. So, just look at my junk.
Can you still hear us with your headset though?
Yep.
Then I'll keep talking about MAG.
Okay.
If
Go ahead.
you were the highest leveled guy in your group of 4, you were the squad leader. And you gave orders to your 3 underlings, and if they didn't follow them, you didn't let them back.
Oh.
Right?
Come on, Trent.
And now you're part of a platoon, and the guy who outranks you, who's got a higher, right? You're leading your squad of 4. He's leading the group of 16. If you don't follow his orders, he doesn't allow you back. Right? It was like CS:GO on steroids.
I never played CS:GO.
But people swear by it. They love it. It's like the people who play it hardcore. And it was the same idea, but on a grand scale. 256 versus 256.
Wow.
In cityscapes, right? And you had the same idea. You're 4 guys. One is the leader, one is the demo, one is heavy weapons, one is a medic. So if you lose your medic,
Trinity, come.
You're not lost because there's 256 other people on your team, and you could be running around. They had earshot technology.
Come on. No, I'm not playing. Come on. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
You run through the field screeching, medic! And if someone is in earshot and can hear you, the medic might come running if he's not too busy and try to revive your soldiers. Right? So it was fantastic. It was just beautiful. But it didn't survive. And now Helldivers seems to have a lot of the elements of your modern first-person shooters, but also brought in MAG and somehow Starship Troopers at the same time.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think, it might be that kind of thing that's worth playing, right? Because it's so unrealistic that you don't have to be good at first-person shooters,
right,
to be good at this and enjoy playing it. But yeah, like, Pal World, I'll give it a shot. I play this from time to time. If there's a game, what's the other one? Project Zomboid.
Yeah.
We've got to get Project Zomboid. That game just looks hilariously fun. But Helldivers looks like something that, I would love to get into with a group of people. Light
No Fire is one that I'm really interested in.
Yeah, like that's going to be a deep kind of game. Helldivers is shallow as shit and broad as forever.
Yeah.
I think we could all have a great time with that game.
Probably.
Light No Fire looks like something that you want to learn and get deeper and explore and get really skilled at. Helldivers is something that you could probably just jump into blind.
Yeah.
And have a great time and be fine. And there's not a lot of learning. It's just a lot of playing. And that's fine by me because if the group is right, you'll have a great fucking time.
Speaking of group, I had that idea we'd play a pen and paper RPG.
Still, I would love to.
Yeah, I'd like to do that too, but I think it's just a matter of coordinating it with, Pox and CMAC and you and me. We'd have to, and again, like, they don't necessarily want to be on camera. I totally get that, but I kind of want to do like a live stream of it. Okay, so we've got to cure some Lost. Where am I going?
You and I can put our faces to it, and they can be behind a
they can put an avatar up or whatever. Yeah,
that's fine. But I think the big problem you were working hard to get it done, and the big problem was me.
No, it wasn't.
It was. You wanted 4-color superhero bullshit.
No, I really didn't. I really didn't care. Like, my favorite is 4-color superhero stuff, but I was just wanted something that I could work with. So you came up with a character, CMAC came up with a character, and so did Pox, and all the characters kind of worked. So I had a story, like I had an origin story idea for how the group got together based on how you guys described your characters. So I'm like, okay, cool, I could do this.
No. I came up with 2 characters that were wrong for your world. I
can't remember your first character. I remember the alien.
Yeah, the alien was he was super cool, and he sort of fit, but I cheated, and you called me on it.
Oh, because the way I did the description, the descriptive sort of like
I was trying to skirt your powers, right? To get a little bit more for him,
Yeah.
And yeah, you called me on it. And the guy before was like Constantine, basically. I made him
Yeah,
a
yeah. I think what you did is you wanted to sort of make your weakness, because you gave your guy a weakness. You wanted to make that be your power. Like you called upon your weakness to use your power, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of cool, but it's a restriction you don't really need to add.
I wanted it to be both, right? Like, yeah, I was trying to play games with your rules, and after the fact, I was like, oh, you know what he wants? He wants DC Universe. He wants JLA. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like that. I'm thinking more Invincible. So Pox is saying 4-color Grimdark could work. Yeah, essentially, Invincible is 4-color Grimdark.
Yeah, but I wasn't even in that realm. I was Grimdark alone. I was not 4-color.
Hey, C-Mac, I'm gonna message her. Where do you find Lost apart from King's Row? It's been ages since I played. I don't remember where they are.
Speaking of Grimdark, let me get back to this battle.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I paused it to chat. Don't worry, I'm not going to lose. I outnumber everybody.
So it's not real time with other players. It's a.
No,
playing
I'm
against
playing
the computer.
campaigns. Yeah.
I don't need to look at your demon's ass, man. I love how when you leave a zone, right? If you have pets, normally they either run away or they blink out of existence. So what happens with the zombies is they fall down and they like basically crumble back into the earth. With demons, if you have your demon summon and you leave the zone, a hole opens up in hell and he gets pulled back into hell. It's really cool.
That's pretty good.
Click on more on the mission tab. Oh, okay. She's saying click on more on the mission tab. Cure Lost more.
And you want to hear something really fucked up?
Oh yeah, Hollows, Prez Park, Skyway. You know, let's go to Skyway. Skyway City. I hate Skyway City, but let's go there anyway.
I am so used to D&D. I think it's 3.5.
Yeah.
Rift, which is Palladium Universe, like one of the most complex fucking systems that's out there.
It's all percentile, right? Rifts. It's, you know what? It's character creation that is such an arduous task in Palladium system.
I know. Yeah, like you spend 2-3 hours not playing the game, just deciding on your character. Like,
yeah,
I love TMNT and After the Bomb and shit.
Yeah.
And that's not even Rifts. That's not even the deep complex thing. That's
just the Palladium system, yeah.
Yeah. So when you hit me up with this 2d6 thing,
yeah,
I was so fucking shook by it.
Oh, because it's so like it sounds so simple. Yeah, it's called Easy D6. It's kind of a rules light RPG system that was created by DM Scotty. Where do I find Lost?
And like, but one of the things that always stood out for me with Rifts, with D&D, was the dice are secondary, the rules are secondary. You don't need to know the rules and roll and know the dice. Just tell a story. If you've got a story to tell, you can play it.
It's true.
So I tried to get into that, and that's why I got super weird with the pseudo detective guy. You know, like the Constantine ripoff, and then with the alien that I thought, oh, that's actually fairly creative, and it might fit into a 4-color panel type story. But yeah, no, I was off the mark. That's all.
It's all good, dude. All right, I don't know where to go to find Lost in Skyway, so why don't we just start running around, see what we can find. So this is the task. This is the Synapse Task Force. So if you're unfamiliar, in City of Heroes, they have these things called task forces, where basically this is an NPC superhero called Synapse. Basically, you and a group of heroes, I think it's a minimum of 4, maximum of 8 for most. You will go on a series of missions, and they're all tied together to one storyline, and they get increasingly harder and harder. I think it's like a total of like 9 missions. Yeah. So you got there's like a 3-act play with 3 submissions in it, kind of thing. And you always end up fighting a big boss at the end, which is a lot of fun. So I'm going to rely on CMAC to provide some tourist information here, because we're in Skyway City. It's a 15 to 20 zone, and I need to find out where the Lost are. And I don't know where in the zone they are. But because she's level 20, she might have some more information. I mean, I could go to King's Row. I know I'm going to find some there, but they're going to be like really weak. There's no bad guys around. Normally, if you tab, where's all the bad guys? Like, this place is like, it's devoid of bad guys. I think there's some trolls down here. Yeah, there's trolls. Are they outcasts? Yeah, trolls. There's some bad guys. Oh, the Lost are though. Oh, there's some council. Council have robot people. Council are like the oh, Super Gary's gone. I'm on my own. All right, you know what? If that's the case, and I'm trapped in a culvert. If that's the case, if Super Gary left the team, maybe she's got to go to bed. I know that, so I think I'm gonna go over to King's Row. Where's my? There it is. Because I know I can find some there, and they might be a little bit lower level, but that's all right. I just want to finish this and get the badge. Click more on it. Okay, CMAC, I'm guessing you're logging off for the night. She's got to work tomorrow, so I don't blame her for wanting to log off. What time are we at?
Why the hell did she go and get a job? Like, what's wrong with her?
I know. She was doing so well without a job. This joke at CMAC. Oh. So I was being particularly edgy today. So apparently today is Employee Appreciation Day, right? You hear me? You're concentrating on your game. So, so in the chat at work, people were like, "Thanks for that. I really appreciate you," and stuff like that, right? And wouldn't you know it, I put a picture of Smuggler up.
Smuggler?
Yeah. You know the 12-year-old kid's picture of Hitler?
Oh,
I don't appreciate it.
I didn't know it was called Smuggler.
Yeah, he's called Smuggler because he looks smug Hitler, right?
I don't appreciate you.
I don't appreciate. So I put that in the chat, and with the when you know, you know. Yeah, let's show my power level today.
That's a hate crime. I'll see you in the gulag.
See you in the gulags, man.
If you don't remove it,
we'll make some toilet bowl fucking poutine.
We are now accountable for everything we ever posted in history. It's actually retroactively crimes now.
Oh, is that right?
Or it will be under the Online Harms Act when it passes.
Okay. I gotta cure more Lost. I forgot I wasn't supposed to beat them up. I was supposed to just hit them with the cure. That's pretty cool. I saved him. So before he was an evil homeless scumbag, but now he's a citizen.
Just like a refugee.
There you go, buddy. Let's get that guy now.
No aid for citizens that are homeless.
What's
Only-
that?
No aid for citizens that are homeless.
No, only immigrants. Only refugees, sorry.
Basically, if you've lived here 5 years, gone to school, had a job, now you can claim asylum status.
Yeah, oh, and you got all those things on the citizen dime.
Fuck.
It's so funny. He turns into a random dude with completely different clothes on, completely different like facial features. Oh, I'm getting near some skulls. I'm gonna cure the Scrounger Slammer who's being beat up by the skull. That's gonna confuse the game. Because like now she's got nobody to fight. So she's just kicking dirt. You there. Eat throwing knives. Oh, I got a badge. Where's my badge? I earned the Marauder badge. I don't know what that means, but
It means you maraud like a champ?
I must have done something a million times or something. Like maybe thrown my knives.
Oh, yeah. Sticky mantle. No, it's not.
They both got it. Wow, you like lost like 50% of your volume and mass.
Who, me?
No, the NPC. So these lost guys, right? There's a lot of them are like these giant mutant dudes who've been altered by Richter science.
Oh.
So I've got right now my job is to cure them. So I'm in King's Row and I'm curing them. And when I cure them, what happens is the lost character model turns into a random citizen character model, and they so like they lose like 50% of their size and mass.
Oh, so you're stealing their gains.
Yeah, still their gains. But the thing is, and the model's completely different too. So like sometimes it's a black guy turning into a white guy, which I think is racist. It's like whitewashing.
You used to be evil, but now you're white.
Alright, there's gotta be more lost around here. I think there's some down here. If I jump down in this alley, I think there's some lost over here somewhere. Could be wrong. Yeah, there's some. They're not even gonna pay me any heat because I'm too high a level. They're just gonna like go on with their shit. So if you're way too high a level and you come near NPC bad guys, they're just gonna ignore you. And if you attack them, they'll probably run away. But I'm not attacking these lost guys. I'm curing them with a wand of cures. There you go, buddy. It's like, thanks, man. See, that white guy turned to a black guy and put on like 30 pounds. This white guy, what's he gonna turn into? A black guy who looks like he works in a library. I'm getting messages. Who am I getting messages from?
It's probably God.
I heard a boop boop.
Yeah.
See? bald white guy turns into a black guy with dreadlocks. Actually, he looks like he might be Indian. Which is cultural appropriation, because I don't think the Indians ever wore dreadlocks.
Irving's getting locked up just from our convos alone. What?
What?
Fox says Irving's getting locked up just from our convos alone.
I have 2 more Lost to get and save. Come on, Lost, where are you? Oh, there's some Lost. They're about to have a brawl with some skulls. So let's even the odds. So the skulls, or not even the odds. Let's throw the conflict in one direction. We'll cure 2 of these Lost. Go the way, citizen. Scrounger Chopper, you are now a citizen. I got a badge. I got a recipe. What else I get? That's all right. Let's see what recipe I got. Oh my god, I got a bunch of orange. These are like rare recipes for enhancements.
Really?
Yeah. Now, what I'm probably more would be more valuable would be for me to take those recipes, make the enhancements, and then sell them on Wentworth, as opposed to just selling the recipe, because you generally don't get very much for selling recipes. But Canada Man here is sitting pretty with about 3 million influence, so he's not
Nice.
in any trouble of losing money anytime soon. But this is Wentworth's. This is the auction house. Apparently you don't need to go to the auction house to sell stuff. You can actually sell it just from your chat bar. But I don't know how to do that. Did I sell that? I don't remember listing that. You know, I'm going to take it back. Recipes. Okay, so there's currently 103 for sale. Nobody's bidding on them. Probably because it's even though it's rare, it's probably pretty common. So I'm better off actually to make it. How about you? Well, let's just grab them all. Mac, don't play with the cords. I don't need you getting electrocuted.
Electrocuted.
I almost became decapitated. You ever see Slammin' Salmon?
No.
You know Broken Lizard, the guys who did Super Troopers?
Oh, not for a while.
Well, these are the guys who did Super Troopers. And oh, that's not bad. Okay, I'm going to list this for $1 million. Because the last one sold today for 24 million. So I'm going to list it for $1 million and see if I can get anything.
Fuck.
Now there's more people
million.
selling them. There's more people selling them than are bidding for them. So it might not sell right away. Basilisk Gate. It's only selling for 25,000, but let's put it on 10. I'm gonna get that back. Okay, nobody's bidding. There's like 2,100 of these ones for sale. So I'm gonna get that one back. There's no point putting it on the market. Not gonna be sold anytime soon. This one's got 79 for sale and 0 bidding. So that's another one that I'm just going to grab back. Why'd you just bite me, you doofus? Cat's just like sitting here, standing there on the table. Leans over, bites my hand. I'm like, you little fucker. I'll post this one for. There's a few people bidding. Someone post this one for. Oops.
I'm under the impression that's the way cats say, I love you.
No, I think that's Cat saying, hey, fat man, feed me. Okay, I sold a couple things already. I sold something for 60,000 and something for 25,000. That's not bad. And I got 2 sitting in the marketplace. What do you want? You troublemaker? It's after 11. I better feed this little cat before he bites my hand off. So while I'm doing that, I'll give you a pretty picture of Candyman standing next to a girl in a green blazer.
Oh, yo.
See up her skirt.
There you go.
Anyway, sorry.
I didn't know what this game was about. No, where?
I didn't mean to do that. Kind of. Anyway,
the the programmers meant to do that. Look at those
right.
legs. Look at that.
I know she's like.
tail.
Look at those. Yeah, look at the muscles in her legs. She's she may have a superheroic alter ego. You
Her
never know.
calves are as thick as her thighs. That's impressive.
That's super heroic proportions.
That's,
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna feed Mac. You can look at Candyman, or you can
that's 11-foot.
look at my junk.
And yeah, guys, I need some ideas for the Ontarian. Like right
Okay,
now,
so you were talking about a Trillium, right?
yeah, like I was thinking fairly dark, maybe not going with the red for Canada,
Right.
but more like not necessarily black, but
Yeah.
just combat colors, and then slap a Trillium on it somewhere. Maybe we'll do like the Gambit type pseudo helmet. That,
Okay. Yeah.
you know, runs up the neck and chin, covers his forehead, but lets the hair out.
Yeah. That's the thing about Gambit.
Instead of
Okay,
a
so the guy was a thief in Louisiana, and he had these powers, but he was more often than not trying to be like a discreet thief. So he wears this stupid fucking outfit with purple and black helmet face. Like, how are you gonna go under the radar looking like that out in public?
I think that got added when he became an X-Men.
Really?
He had a little bit of light armor, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. But instead of a domino, we'll give him, that kind of hair still free helmet, like light armor.
Yeah.
I think you
So kind of
should
like Kid Flash. He's got a mask cowl thing, but the top's open so his hair can come out.
He used to be Impulse, remember?
Current Kid Flash, yeah. Even Wally West, he had his open top for the hair.
But I think Ontarian should be a gun wielder.
Sure.
Like he's the dark side of Canada, the dark vigilante from the heart of Ontario, where they made the argument over and over again: tighter gun laws, more gun restrictions will prevent gun crime. And then years after, an order in council moves 1,500 long guns to the prohibited list, and there's a complete moratorium on handguns in the whole country, transfer and sales of handguns. All gun crime is up, all of it.
It's true.
So
here's the thing about the Ontarian. Does he use rubber bullets or does he kill?
Oh, he kills.
Okay, so he's a dark. You know what? That might be cool because Canada Man. The idea behind Canada Man is he doesn't really fight a lot. He uses his words a lot. So like,
Canada Man is the white pill. The Ontarian is the black pill.
there you go.
Yeah.
So maybe, while he needs to work with the Ontarian, he doesn't always approve of his methods, and he a lot of times maybe he talks down the Ontarian from time to time.
Of course.
Like
Ontarian.
Ontarian's gonna do something like really really drastic, and he's like, no, there's a better way, So
But the Ontarian is the same way. Like, your patriotism is at best misguided. At worst, it hurts us. Right? Like,
yeah.
He's. I'm not Canadian. I'm trapped in this place called Ontario. That's how he's come to be the Ontarian. That is, the comedian for Canada. It's a joke. It's all a joke. And he thinks of Canada Man as like the punchline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
See, 4-color, but I can't help but go grimdark.
All right, I'm entering the Midnighters Club.
And that's why I was so surprised by your latest video. You get pretty black-pilled, man.
But you know what? You hear all the shit that's going on and what the government's doing, and you're like, this isn't the type of stuff that they should be doing. This is completely wrong. And I'm not just talking about, raising taxes that we don't agree with, or I'm talking about things like going after your political opponent, like with the law. Like that's no cricket. You know what I mean? Like that's really, really crossing the line. Or putting psychologists who happen to be influential public speakers and who are actually, a treasure to this country, putting them through this gulag treatment for offending people online who they weren't even their patients, like. Sorry.
So I saw something. I have yet to confirm it, but I'm happy to go ahead and spread it on our channels here.
Okay.
January 6th, the Biden administration has gone ahead and prosecuted hundreds of people.
Yeah.
What's the word when you talk big about yourself?
You brag?
Yeah, bragged about Craig Bragg. Come on. How did I miss that?
I was going to say.
Bragged about hundreds of years combined of convictions and putting people behind bars for a combined hundreds of years. There's video that just got dropped of someone who was present at the January 6th protests. The cops kicked in the door, dragged the man who was there out into the street, arrested him.
Yeah.
But for some reason, forced his pregnant wife to come outside in her shorts with no shoes in -12 weather. Now that's Fahrenheit. That's an American measure.
Yeah, that's messed up.
-12. They made the pregnant wife stand outside in shorts and no shoes for extended periods of time while they arrested the husband, searched the house, yada, yada, yada. The next day, she miscarried.
Whoa.
That shit is fucked up. They murdered an unborn baby.
That's really messed up.
So when our government says, if I call for the genocide of the people who did this, that's a hate crime and I need to go to jail, I'll happily go to jail. Because the people who did that to this woman and that family, I'm a person who's against the death penalty,
Me
But
too.
if some vigilante went and fucking smoked those cops, I'd be like, oh no. Anyway,
Now, were they able to connect the miscarriage to her exposure?
it's very hard to not connect it because she wasn't in that danger zone of, oh, it's like 7 or 8 weeks and we're not sure if we should say because sometimes that shit goes wrong. This bitch is showing hard. She's like deep second trimester. You don't miscarry for no reason at that point. You miscarry because of stimulus.
Mm-hmm.
She was forced into the fucking cold with, like, you can see her in, like, she's in pajamas. She's in her booty short pajamas. And they wouldn't let her put her shoes on.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Especially since she's not even
Yeah.
the suspect, right?
I mean, fuck suspects. If she was the suspect, you escort her into her room and you get her fucking some kind of warm pants and shoes. And then you take her outside. You don't fucking do this to a pregnant human being.
Well,
Like,
this is what I'm saying, right? Like this is what we're seeing now with regards to the West and the police and things like that, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know. You too got a little black-pilled. The Ontarian needs Canada Man. And Canada Man needs Canada Man needs to be a little bit angrier. The Ontarian needs a little more hope.
Yeah, it's like bone cop, good cop or something like that. Good cop, bone cop.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Bad cop, bon cop,
Bad cop, bone cop.
bon cop, bad cop. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, like I don't agree with the death penalty, but
Me
shit,
neither.
there's a lot of people lately
Yeah, that doesn't mean that there aren't people who don't deserve death. Absolutely, it's just it's for me, it's a principled thing. I'm not willing to let I'm not willing to say it's okay for innocent people to die in the service of so-called justice. So I can't support the death penalty because that's what will happen. You know that.
Yeah.
You know that there will be some innocent people who will be put to death. So I can't support it. It's morally indefensible in my position.
But that's where suddenly I start thinking, I am vehemently. You've heard me, like I've argued it in the weirdest positions, in my drunkest of states.
Yeah.
We don't murder people. The only time I think it's acceptable to kill another person is when they're trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And
but that's not murder. That's killing for self-defense.
The cut and dry version is war. You're a soldier, right? You don't go to hell because you were a soldier who fought and killed people.
Yeah.
As a Christian person, right? Like I imagine you get forgiven. I really hope you do.
Me?
Soldiers.
Oh, soldiers.
I imagine soldiers get forgiven. I hope soldiers get forgiven for the killing they have to do as they go to war. But here I am finding myself thinking, these people have to go.
Yeah.
If the husband fought off and pulled out a gun and shot the guy and dragged his wife inside to the warm place so she could put on fucking pants, I'd side with him. And I'm thinking, I'm against the death penalty, so what the hell am I thinking? It's because someone has declared war on us. Someone has declared war on them. And if they fought back in defense of their lives, I can't blame them. Like I've thought this for a long time. There's a quiet war that's going on. It may have been going on longer than we know, longer than I've been privy to it. But someone means us harm. And it's getting just, the difference is that it's clearer now. It's more obvious now. It's not that it's worse or, the war is new. It's just harder to hide.
Yep. And that's the thing. When I think about the people who are when I think about the people who are in power, the leaders who have essentially declared war on the people who they're meant to safeguard by devaluing their money, by using agencies against their political opponents, by engaging in all manner of corruption. These people, I mean, tyrants are kind of a rare breed of criminal. You know what I mean? Dictators. I don't believe in the death penalty either, but I think that if somebody who's entrusted with power over other people abuses that power, I think they need some sort of special punishment. And while I don't necessarily advocate the killing of them, because if they were particularly sort of fringe, they might be made into martyrs, right?
Sure.
So I was thinking, what if you exiled them? What if you were to exile? If tyrants were brought down by a military coup or whatever, and they managed to survive because it's going to be a coup. It's going to be military. It's going to be bloody, right? Let's say the guy survives, dictator. I think that they should have a semi-permanent brand put right on their forehead. Something that could be removed after, say, 30 years or whatever, right? So a brand on their forehead, reminding anybody who sees them of their crimes, and they should be exiled from the country for a number of years, so they can never return to their homeland. They can't return to their homeland for, say, 20 or 30 years.
Hold on.
And then while they're exiled, they have that mark on their forehead, so that they're, it's a constant reminder to them and a constant reminder to everybody who sees them. Oh, that's that fucking dictator who touched children and sniffed their hair and went after his political opponents used the courts to go after his political opponents. Yeah, that guy.
You just carve a big old capital L into Chrystia Freeland's head.
For L for loser? Exile them to where, though? Exile them to where? You know what? We used to put people on remote islands, so let's do that. Ice flows. Yeah, send it like the Inuit. Send the older people who go out to die by putting them on an ice floe. No. There's islands in the South Pacific that have literally like nobody on them. Turn one into a penal colony, specifically for dictators. That's not exile though. That's prison. So I just, you know what? Some foreign country that will take them. How about that? I don't know. What the hell do I know?
No, we'll set we play this game sometimes where we make up a country.
Mm-hmm.
I like exile. Go ahead. You don't belong here anymore. If no one else wants to take you, you become a displaced person. Go live in the airport like that stupid Tom Hanks movie. He raped children until he had to move to Greece.
Do you think he did?
Probably. Like at
Yeah.
this point, no one is free from scrutiny. And if you run away to like a country without an extradition treaty that is broke from the Euro, like that, no one can touch you there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like
probably 'cause you're
Malta.
guilty.
Like Malta or something like that, right? Ecuador.
No, you know what? The Maltese people would fucking lynch you. You can't go to Malta.
I'm just thinking some like small country that everyone forgets about until they hear it.
No, it's got to be a small country that's overrun and controlled financially. Malta is still largely agrarian, and they don't need the rest of the world. They really don't. I only know this because I have family that's Maltese.
Do they have a falcon? What?
This tiny little place, though, they can't be overrun because they don't need your money. They still live the way they did like 100 years ago, plus electricity. Yeah.
Are
For
you
now,
shooting at me?
for now, it's pretty tight.
You are shooting at me. How dare you?
Oh, that was a sick punch, bro.
I'm just sightseeing, and then you attacked me. That wasn't nice. I'm just badge hunting. Take that. Yeah, I like this power set. It's called Street Fighting or Street Justice.
Nice.
It's hardcore. Now we're gonna do some exploration, badge hunting, they call it. So throughout the game, throughout the zones in the game, they have a bunch of badges, little markers that if you go to them, you get a little piece of lore, and you get a badge. If you go to these markers. So this one, I need to check out the building that was upgraded. So there's a building somewhere that's been upgraded. Oh yeah, it's been upgraded to have a helipad, which is kind of,
Ooh.
Kings Row is kind of like the shitty section of Paragon City. So for any building to have a helipad, that's kind of odd, Like this is the Pittsburgh. This is the fucking Aldershot, not Aldershot, the Hamilton. Aldershot's actually, yeah, Aldershot's not a bad place actually. You ever been to Aldershot?
No.
It's basically West Burlington.
The Hammer means Hamilton.
Welcome to the Hammer. Shut up.
You read that?
Yeah, I remember people going, "Hey,
Oh,
we're going
yeah.
to call Hamilton the Hammer." I'm like, "Shut up." Well, because we're an industrial town, like, just still shut up. Like, I don't
No,
care.
it really was. It was a great town. The Hammer, Hogtown.
Hogtown, that's Toronto. Hogtown's Toronto.
Yeah, but we had great names. We had great things going for us, and now it's like, oh, it's metropolitan or nothing. They forgot. They forgot their roots.
Metropolitan Toronto. Yes, the Greater Toronto area, Greater Metropolitan Toronto area.
But that's what I mean. Is like Hamilton, Burlington, Toronto. They forgot what made them valuable, and they think that, like, God, we've all seen The Big Short.
You know what? That's one that I have not seen.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, watch that movie. Something went wrong where finance became an industry, and people suddenly thought that making money was like the way to make money. But it was
Right.
all cheating. It was all a scam. What used to make money was your town and what you did in that town. Like,
Pox says Metrosexualville.
yeah, pretty much. and ask him. He's in Kentucky. Like that's coal country, right?
Hey, how does he feel about Mitch McConnell stepping down?
He probably feels pretty good about it. But like in Kentucky, you have coal, you have bourbon, and I think you have timber.
Yeah.
That's what makes you money. You know what doesn't make money in Kentucky? Money. Doesn't work. It's too poor
Yeah.
to do that. Toronto used to be Hogtown. We had these fantastic pork farms.
Mm-hmm.
We still do, actually, but no one cares anymore. And steel. So Hogtown and the Big Smoke were the nicknames for Toronto. Hamilton was called the Hammer
Yeah,
because
because
it was actually like a mining country, a mining city in the mountain.
was it really?
Yeah.
I thought they called it the Hammer because what they did there was like DeFasco, right? The Dominion Fastening Company. They're known for they're known for making like rivets and screws and shit like that, bolts.
But that happened there because it was so close to the resource, right? So they're pulling shit out of the mountain, right? Like they're pulling iron out of the mountain and making iron and steel rivets and tools and screws and all that shit, right?
Interesting.
So
I had no
the
idea.
Hammer, yeah,
I didn't know anything about the iron mines in the Hamilton area. Pretty cool.
yeah. The whole city is built on the mountain. Like, if it were cleaner and with more wine, it would be Tuscany. Like, it should be a beautiful fucking place to live.
Well, there are areas that are quite nice.
No, but as a culture, it should be beautiful. And it's not. Like, because it came up too late, everything got too corrupt, and now it's like Toronto Junior, and we call it the GTHA, Greater Toronto and Hamilton Area. That includes you, you little bastard, right smack in the middle.
Yep.
And it's crushing all of us.
No doubt.
Yeah, because they think making money is the way to make money. What is that thing about millennials and Zoomers, that their biggest dreams is to be fucking YouTubers?
Yeah, they want to be influencers. It's like being famous is the only thing of value to this generation.
That's
like, and I understand the appeal of fame. That's why people go off and they become movie stars and shit, right? But everybody knows that they're like 1 in a million. But if every kid was asked, let's not even say kid, because kids say all sorts of stupid shit when they're younger. If every young person was asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they said, I want to be famous. I want to be a famous movie star or whatever. People would laugh. It's like, are you crazy? Like, it's so hard for just one person to do that.
But they don't anymore. What they say is, you can be anything you set your mind to. You can be whatever you want to be. They stopped telling them, actually, Timmy, you're fucking retarded and without charisma. Go be a goddamn blacksmith.
I always got, it's a good dream to have, but you should always plan on something that's a little bit more stable, a little bit more.
They don't even do that
more sure
anymore.
Thing, you know.
They're just like, invest everything in being a woman who's going to be famous, John. Because you'll be a famous woman, John. As long as you become a woman, John. Like, and
yeah, true.
This is what's retarded. You know the Roman Empire, the way everything was going wrong. So what they would do was throw bread in circuses,
Yeah.
and these idiots, so many, and it's not even like, oh, because they're children and so susceptible. There are
Yeah.
adults in their late 20s and early 30s who are pushing at this. I'm 40 something, you're 50 something. We're still playing video games online and yelling at the internet. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be bred in circuses. That's what these idiots are. They don't even know they're saying, I want to be bred in circuses. I want to be a tiny patch of entertainment for the masses that are
You ever
suffering
watch,
and failing.
you ever watch,
under the
what do you
yoke
call it?
of a greater power.
Black Mirror?
Yes.
Do you remember the one where everybody lives in a pod and they wear orange jumpsuits and they have to do exercise all day in order to gain social credit points? And if they use the social credit points, they eventually can get an audition on like a America's Got Talent kind of thing. Because
That sounds familiar.
their whole goal is to be famous, right? That's the dream that everybody has to be. So everything's provided for them, but what they have to do is exercise all day. And they have like a little subculture where people who are heavyweight, like overweight, there's like entire media dedicated to making fun of them and ridiculing them and shit.
But isn't there this whole thing where it's like actually secluded pockets, and the more they exercise, the more they generate energy for the greater society that's actually the rich people?
Yes.
So like you think you're in a group of 12, but there's 1,000 or 10,000 groups of 12 of which you're unaware that are all just generating electricity for the rich people. The overlord.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of shit for just wandering around Kings Row. How do you like them apples? Okay, so I got
Nice.
a temporary power. I got the long range teleporter. Actually, I don't think it's a temporary power. I think it's a permanent power. So here's this is pretty cool actually. So if you don't have a super group, all you have to do is do 10 badge hunting missions, or basically tourism missions, where you go around and you find these little markers on the ground or on a building or whatever. You get 10 of those, and you get awarded with a reward merit, which is another form of like higher currency in the game. Plus, you get all the badges for all those places, and then you get another badge for, making a tour of Kings Row. And on top of that, you get this power, which is a long-range teleporter. So if you don't have a super group with teleporters in the base, and you want to go from, say, Atlas Park to Skyway City or to Founders Falls, which isn't easy to get to, you got to, take a train. Well, now you got a teleporter where you can just pick the zone and it just teleports you there immediately.
Nice.
It's pretty good. It's a nice little quality of life perk. Now, I wonder if I should... well, I don't have a base, do I? Because I didn't get invited. I should have had Gary. Damn it. C-Mac, you're probably in bed. But if you're still online... I don't think you are. But if you're still online, can you send me a supergroup invite? Because Canada Man needs to join Sigma Flight.
Canada Man's not part of it.
Not
You know
yet.
what? Don't even. Let Canada Man start one. I'll get the Ontarian in there, and we'll be. He'll pull Crimson Links into.
We're gonna make it an all Canada themed one.
Yeah. What do we call them?
I don't know. The Canuckistanis.
Wait. Oh my God. Okay. So my buddy has been trying to write a book about his time with the. He went out north to teach, and he's been teaching on reserves.
Oh yeah.
And so he's very in touch with indigenous cultures and the Anishinaabe and the different languages and all that. And he wants to call his book Waptagoge, which means outsider or foreigner.
Waptagoge?
Waptagoge, yeah. It means
Okay.
outsider or foreigner. And I told him, look, that's not going to fly with your average reader. They're not going to get it. It's not going to mean anything. You need a more accessible title. And there's this Toronto Raptors campaign that went on. Me the North. You remember that? No?
I don't.
It
No, I
didn't
don't.
stick. Okay. Me.
Oh wait, yeah, it was like an ad campaign. We the North. Yeah, I remember that ad campaign. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
me the North.
Me the North. Oh, I remember. I thought it was We the North. Okay. Anyway, go on.
And oh yeah, no, you're right. It was We the North. And
Yeah,
I
okay.
told him, you have to title your book Me the North.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think we should, steal that. We the North.
Yeah. So the idea was basically I was talking to the AI the other day about Canada Man.
Stop talking to the AI. That shit isn't. It's not even real.
Oh, I know, but it's nice to like talk to. We were talking about superheroes in general, and then I mentioned Canada Man and told the story of Canada Man. And the AI, of course, all it does is this hey pies. It just blows smoke up your ass. It's there to make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
It's
yeah, after
flexible.
telling me, oh, I get that's a really cool, intriguing story. Does the character does he have any people he fights crime alongside and stuff like that, right? I'm like, yeah, there's the Ontarian, the Brunswick, the Albertan, the Nordique, and what was the other one? Oh, the New Scot, and
Ooh.
Princess, and the Island Princess. So basically, a bunch from a bunch of different provinces, not British Columbia, not. I guess I don't have one for Manitoba yet, but you can call it the Manitoban, I guess.
Peg.
What?
The Peg.
The Peg?
No, it's
Why
another woman. Peggy.
Oh, the Peg.
Yeah.
Why the Peg?
Winnipeg.
Oh, the Peg. Ah, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Oh yeah. Like no one's from Sault Ste. Marie. They're from the Sault.
That's right.
No one's
That's
from
right.
Winnipeg. They're from the Peg.
The Peg. Okay, see, I did not know that. I want to find
I was out there. I lived out there. I know that shit.
Yeah. I think there's a zone badge right near Blythe Square. So maybe I'll get that. There we are. Pretty sure there's a zone. Oh, this idiot with the green mohawk. You're not impressing anybody, pal. Where are the badges? Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Who's this clown? He's got a fingerprint on his chest. What's this guy's name? Oh, he's the merit bender. Why can't I talk to him? Yo, merit. Oh. There we go. Oh, there's specific Vanguard merits. My mistake. Okay. These should still have other merits. I don't have enough reward merits to buy nothing. Oh, hold on. Reward merit. Random level 10 to 4 rare recipe reward. No, I'm not. That's not bad, but nah, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is find a spot where there's a. I got a jump pack. See that? I think there might be another one on top of the Blide. This big statue here. I think you might have one on top.
Are you flying?
Yeah, I got a jetpack. I think there's one on his head.
Slick.
No, it's not. I thought there was one on his head. That's silly. Yeah, look how tall this thing is. See, a lot of these statues, they'll have a badge right on top of them. So if you get to the top of the, when you get to the top of the statue, you get the badge. I thought there was one on Blide, but I guess not. Oh well. Look at his traps. I can't even stand on them. They're so big. Oh, that hurt. You know where I think there is one? I think there's one on the top of the big dirty mountain. Go to that big dirty mountain. Yeah, there it is. Where am I? It's about that way. Yeah, there it is. Is that it? Oh, no, that's not it. I'll find it. I don't care. Where the hell is that stupid mountain? I'm lost. Lost in Steel Canyon, man.
And I'm lost in the drink. Is that a fair time to call it?
Yeah, well, you know what? We're going on 2 hours now. Why don't we do that? Folks, I've had a wonderful time playing City of Heroes for you, with you, and engaging with the good people in the chat. Let me just get out of this here game. Might not want to stand in the middle of the street. I could get hit by a truck. I'll go over here to this little patch of grass. I'm going to log off the game. Stop sharing.
Get another monitor.
You keep saying it, and one day it'll happen. I guarantee you.
You can pull out your laptop and hook up the laptop. It'll work.
I'm sure it will. Anyway, um, we got a few comments that I missed, but you were watching them, so.
I tried.
Oh, we were
But
talking
I've
about
been,
that. We were talking about that game, and Pox started talking about. I made a chainsaw hobo.
yeah, no, his hobo was actually pretty good. It
Yeah,
fit nice. No, that was a different game. That was an earlier version.
bruh, I made a chainsaw hobo immortal. Doesn't get much more grimdark than that. Yeah, that easy D6 I was talking about. He made a chainsaw hobo, and I said, okay. I had to say, okay, you know what? The chainsaw hobo, I can make the immortal hobo work, but instead of a chainsaw, can you maybe make it a prototype government chain sword that he like stole on his way out of the government facility? He's like, yeah, okay, I guess so. So yes, that's what it was. Yeah, and CMAC made an omnimorph basically. She could change into anything. She could change into creatures. She could change into like people. She could change into like inanimate objects if she wanted to. Animals. Yeah, she was pretty cool. Her character, I mean. I barely know CMAC as a person, only through the chat, but I think she's pretty cool too. Pox Toxic. Retards very obviously came over from Call of Duty Modern Warfare type games. Uh, he's talking about Helldivers, I think, there. I'm still waiting to crab dance for Mitch. Coal horses, whiskey, and tobacco. That's what Kentucky's known for, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's some funky tune. I think he was talking about the Steel Canyon music. Folks, I had a wonderful time tonight. I hope you did too. We'll be back tomorrow night, you know, inshallah, uh, for Ammunition 47. The look on your face, the look on your face when I said inshallah. Why
Hey,
is that hate
I
speech?
went
That's
ahead
usually
and hate speeched all kinds. That was your first rule of hate speech.
what I can't speak in another language.
No, basically everything that comes out of Islam is hate speech.
Oh, okay,
If
all right.
you don't
But
believe that, wow,
but
you're behind the
inshallah
curtain.
means God willing, right? May God make it so.
Willing, God willing, all the Jews will die and we will conquer the earth.
That's not inshallah. That's
Yeah,
inshallah. All the Jews will die, and we will conquer the earth. I
it,
understand. Hey, look, I completely agree with you with regards to Islam. I do believe it's a very problematic religion.
wallahi.
Anyway, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the Ammunition. I hope you had a great night, Irving. Thanks for hanging out with me,
I did. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
and thanks everyone in the chat for hanging out. And if you're watching over on Twitch or X, I hope you like it and repost it and reshare it and stuff like that. Monsieur Balls, no sir, you get lost.
Get lost. He came to your channel to tell you to get
Get
away from your own.
lost.
How, Monsieur Bales. Like, your name doesn't even make sense. I'm a Euro. I speak Euro. I know those Euro languages. You are, sir, fucking retarded. You should be genocided. Neger forgot.
Why? There's no umlaut. You said there's supposed to be an umlaut somewhere.
There was an umlaut. I swear to God, there was an umlaut on the A.
No, I think you're high. Anyway, folks,
No,
we'll
he
be back.
took the umlaut off.
Maybe because he heard you he's calling him out on it.
Exactly.
Oh shit! I wanted to be sophisticated, and I put an umlaut over the A, making it a long A sound. So it says Monsieur Bales. That's what an umlaut does, right?
On the A, yeah.
Yeah, on any vowel, it makes it the long sound.
No. In German,
Yeah, yeah.
on the A, it makes it a hard A.
But it also makes a U a hard U.
No, it makes the U
Ooh.
U. Like, it makes it YU instead.
Oh,
Right.
Well, I mean, okay.
And on the O, it makes the O more like a UR sound.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, my whole thing is when you want to do a German accent, you just go for and you say und.
Sure.
And if you want to say what's the other one?
That's literally the translation of and.
Und.
Und. Yeah.
And vous for you. If you want to come to my chalet.
No, but you in German is C.
See?
Yeah. Like sprechen Sie Deutsch or Sie sprechen Deutsch is do you speak German?
Sure. But when the German wants to speak English.
Right. So
you'd say
you pretend you don't know what W's are.
Yeah.
And then you say vous. But if you speak English and you're a German speaker, you have an accent while you use the correct word you. You can cheat accents.
Right? But how would a German say you then in English? Like if you speak in English, he says, "You will come to my chalet and you will bring a bottle of wine."
So you already did it. You spoke with an accent, but you said you, and you didn't replace
with a vous.
Yeah.
This.
Instead of this. It's W's. W's are more likely to be replaced with V's than Y's.
This is my friend Irving Twin, and he's an alcoholic.
But this is my friend Irving Twin, and he is an alcoholic. You can do the accent without replacing the diphthongs and the consonants.
I like und.
It's easy. It's easy to replace the
I know
it's right. And you
short.
You cheat, right?
Yeah, what it is it's shorthand for people who are listening to you speak.
Yeah.
And don't necessarily know the German accent, but they're not really good with accents. But when they hear certain words pop in like und instead of and, they're like, that's German. That's German.
That's why I loved Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have
do that.
A German accent. No, and he didn't have a German accent at all. He had a proper Austrian accent, like a clean imperial Österreich accent. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger talks like a fucking peasant, and that man speaks like a king. And you can hear the difference if you know the language. If you're listening, oh man, Hugo Weaving's accent was fucking phenomenal.
Plus, he was Elrond.
Just beautiful. Yeah.
And he was Elrond in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But his Red Skull stole the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was Agent Smith.
Yeah.
And pales in comparison to his Red Skull.
Mm-hmm.
Bad movies. Really not that good.
Which one?
But his Red Skull, all of the Marvel movies, ultimately.
Fuck off. Captain America is one of the best ones they ever did. Captain America is my favorite of all the MCU movies.
That's because you're not nearly as good at movies as I am.
Oh, fuck you.
Hold on,
okay. What's your favorite MCU movie?
Iron Man.
I know you told me that. Iron Man's great. I love Iron Man, but
The first Iron Man movie, the first
yes,
proper Marvel movie,
yes.
is actually the absolute best one because it will stand alone and does not require any other movie to make it make sense. The
Mhm.
movie on which you're on that you say is the best
I
is
didn't say the
quite
best.
good.
It's my favorite.
Okay, it's your favorite, and I understand why. It is good. It's in the positives. Like it gets a solid 7, maybe 7.5. But is it the best one? Not by far. You know what makes it great? Hugo Weaving.
Um,
He transforms that movie from a 5 to a 7.5 just with his accent.
I suppose. I
That beautiful
You know
accent.
what? One day you and I are gonna do a ranking tier of MCU movies. Like they do the
Okay.
S all the way down to the F tier. S being
Yeah.
super and then A, B, C, D. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go through all the MCU movies and we're gonna rank
Yes.
them.
So some of mine are controversial, and I can give you a clue here right now before we go. Iron Man, obviously,
Hmm.
uh, because it was meant to be standalone with a hope for future. They put everything they had into it creatively and funly and with like reckless abandon, and it came out phenomenally. They sort of did similar things with Doctor Strange and Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, I think, is in the top tier of MCU movies. It's among the best.
Those three are my favorites, and I think I can argue that they are good on their own and quite possibly the best three. Uh,
I would definitely give you Ant-Man because I do think it was just a solid, self-contained, great story. Um,
and they didn't have a lot of
and
hope
and
for it going farther, right?
no,
That's where they excel. The Marvel group
well, they knew they were
is,
going to create the character, but did they think he's going to be a franchise or is he just going to be appearing in the
yeah,
MCU? Yeah,
and so they just let loose in the film because this might go nowhere. So let's just
right.
have a whole bunch of fun and try to make the best movie we can with what limited budget and with no restraints because it's not necessarily a franchise character.
Right.
So suddenly, because they don't feel that pressure of we need to make X amount of dollars and they needed this as an installment
Hmm.
to fill a gap and
Hmm.
make like a bridge to another movie. They were literally bridging Avengers to Guardians, I think. The
From
Guardians need the thing that he steals in that movie
what
from
in
the
Ant-Man?
Avengers. Yeah. Ant-Man steals
That
something from
that's
the
the
Avengers
that's
and ends up getting to the Guardians. Right?
did it end up going to
So
the Guardians?
I think so.
I don't remember. In any event,
But in any event, the rest of the movie, like that whole movie exists to make this bridge. But the rest of the movie had to exist. So go ahead, make a movie, do whatever you want. And they did. And it makes it fantastic. And yeah, without limits, comic book writers who are now film producers can make the greatest fucking stories because who makes greater stories than comic book writers? Nobody. Nobody makes better stories than comic book writers.
well, the classic comic book writers. The current stock they've got are all social justice warriors. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Um,
Yeah.
We have to call it. We said we are going to call it
Yes.
about
Yeah.
15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But I'd love to talk more comic book stuff with you tomorrow on Ammunition if you're okay with that.
Absolutely, we will.
Cool.
Also, Black Pill versus White Pill.
Yes, we can do that too.
We'll talk some real politics and comic books tomorrow.
Sounds good. Folks,
All right.
have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow here on this channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for Ammunition 47. And I'm gonna leave with a song lyric. Sean, I'd say the best one came from Tupelo, Mississippi. I'll tell you now that grown men cry and Irish girls are pretty.
I have a song lyric.
Go for it.
Bloody hell, I'm rapping bloody well. Elliot Page is not a male.
Good night, folks.